The ritual begins with the opening of a crypt, a small, dark, musty room. It becomes crowded fast. People bump up against corpses. A single candle is lit. Family elders attempt to be sure who is whom among the dead. The dead are carried into the daylight one by one. Every society has its customs regarding the dead, an interplay between those who are and those who were. In the central highlands of Madagascar, ancestors are taken from their tombs and lifted onto the shoulders of the living, who then dance with the bones of the dead. The ceremony is called a famadian. Tears are discouraged. This is a joyous time for family. The shrouded bodies are sometimes sprayed with perfume or splashed with sparkling wine.
The reason we do famadiena is to honor the dead and to show our love. It helps the family who's left behind to remember their ancestors.
Usually, a family holds a famadian only once every 5 or 7 years. Hundreds of guests are sometimes invited, and they must all be fed. Usually meat and rice, accompanied by beer and rum.
Future generations will keep doing this. I have a son. When he grows up, he will have children. After I am gone, he will continue the tradition and it will go on and on. The family will help each other keep the tradition alive.
Many Malagasy believe the boundary between life and death is not impermeable, that the spirit of their ancestors somehow passes back and forth. To them, the famadian is a time to inform the deceased of the latest family news and ask them for blessings and guidance. Before the dead are returned to the tomb, they are carefully rewrapped, the new shroud going over the old one. Family members run their hands over the outline of the skeleton. It is a time when elders tell young children about each ancestor and why it is so important that these forebears be remembered, that these dead never become lost in the world. For the New York Times, this is Barry Barak.